see if we can quickly set this up, chaps. Hello, captains. Just got to sort all this out in the background. Just got to settle that. I think we're good. Just got to zoom in and pop up the chat. And I think everything's okay. So, hello Andrew, good evening. How are you doing? James, howdy. Hope you're doing okay. Saxman, as always, good to see you. Hope everything's okay over in the Canada. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Sound check. Can everyone hear me? Just a quick confirmation. And in the meantime, we can stop Colonel Bogey's march, and I can get on with a starter game. So, that's enough Colonel Bogey march. Morton, hello Morton. Glad to see you. Hope everyone's doing okay. Hope everything's well. Sound is great. Gemini Rogues. What the... Wait. Oh, it's a wingback. It's a wingback chair. You're British, so... Next. The Sherlock range. Basically, I do all this in my living room. So I use... You're using the furniture, basically, literally. Hopefully everyone's okay. Hopefully everyone's well. We're gonna crack on. We're gonna start off with a quick game in the Jervis as a warm-up. I have done a bit of warm-up doing my bureau stuff, but it's always worthwhile just doing a bit of a stream warm-up just to get used to the chat and everything else. Everyone's doing okay. I'm glad everyone's doing okay. Yeah, let's crack on then. Let's get the mic in a little bit closer. Yep, that's alright. Let's get on with the Jervis then. Yeah. The wingback chair kind of suits the channel as well. I do like the big chair. That's why I went for the widescreen. I like the widescreen. But the green screen's been an absolute godsend. It's kind of setup's quite interesting. So, game of domination on Sleeping Giant. Just gotta make sure I can keep an eye on the chat while I'm going. There we go. Gemini Rogues, which beta did you do? 1 or 2 or both? I did the second one. I only found out the game was coming to the console version just as the first one was in play. So I signed up for the second one, got in on that, hence the second beta flag, which I'll always fly on every ship, unless the 2 flags on the British ship are separate. Then what I'll do is I'll fly the white ensign always flies where it flies, and on the other flag post I will fly the I was trying to think, it's the flag that came with the Gallant. I decided to get the Gallant. Morton, Major on Jervis, yeah, crack on with the Jervis. Start off with a nice little bit of DD play, get myself used to it. Now, I'm not a fan of charging into the centre. I know others are. What I like to do, I usually like to flick out over to the right flank, take the long way around and sneak into the flank of Alpha. I find it's a bit of a safer route, but then that's just because I like to don't take as many risks as probably some other players do. Now, the missus is home at the moment. She will be leaving to go out for another shift in about 15 minutes. So you may hear her leaving by the front door. I've already said my goodbyes to her because she knows I'm streaming. But she'll be working until pretty much the end of the stream. So as always, the stream will be ending at 9:30 BST, simply because of the missus, really. Say hello to the missus. I will do, as and when she comes downstairs. Now, I did ask her to see if she would like to appear on the stream. She declined. But considering her uniforms, like a really royal blue, she'd probably only appear as a floating head due to the way the green screen works. John, alright. Favourite time 6DD. Yeah, she's quite a nice tier 6DD. Oh, I've got a Udachi to play with. I am going to push you. I am sorry. Get that sonar on. Got no reason to hold off on it. Making a good. What we got here? Baltimore. Let's see if we can sliver it in over here. At the same time, don't need to worry about that there. Baltimore's actually breaking off this engagement, which is quite nice. So actually going to see if I can pick on this Udachi. Blast. Baltimore's backing up. Looks like I'm going to have something else to play with, so I'm going to fix those engines. Oh, Kagaru, delicious.
Problem solved.
There we go. Well, let's see if we can quickly grab this objective. The Udachi's probably going to run scared. Don't think he used his torpedo reload booster, so we are going to have to be cautious of that. Okay, there's some torpedoes. Yeah, Udachis run very far away. What I will do actually is possibly position myself here in order to make sure I can take advantage if the Udachi comes round. Baltimore, it's not worth really approaching. I'm surprised he hasn't turned on his radar at the moment, but then again, I don't think there's anything really in the position to actually shoot me. I think the Udachi's actually making a run. Oh, Saxman says hi.
Oh, hi, Saxman.
Mrs. says hi. You'll probably disappear. Oh no, you do appear. Oh, there you go. There's the wife. She's off for another shift. It's only a little one though. See you later, love. Edinburgh is breaking there. There's the Baltimore, there's the Odin. It might be tempting. Bravo's gone. It's almost like trying to guess where the Udachi went. That's the Baltimore's radar, so I'll just see if I can get away from that, because I know the Edinburgh's nearby. Of course, the Edinburgh's going to shoot what's the nearest. What's that? Prince Eugen, Bismarck. I'm thinking I might go defend C, because I think our Udachi's going on a torpedo hunt, and I think we need another DD to push over there. Unfortunately, it does mean I will be going up against the mass. Morton, Major, do you use torpedo reload or torpedo range on your commander when playing Jervis? I think I go torpedo reload speed, because I use Philip Vane. I don't think Philip Vane has the ability to increase the range. I don't remember off the top of my head anyway. So I've got to come up against a mass. He's killed 2 enemy ships. So he does fill me with caution. Yeah, Udachi's going on a torpedo hunt. Let's see how that goes. Not well. Ah, the mass is on about the same amount of HP as me. However, there's an Odin. What's the Odin doing? Nice. Okie, so I've got an Edinburgh down there, but I know the Edinburgh does not have radar simply because he's used a smokescreen instead, so I am going to be aware of that. Now that Odin is definitely being picked up by our Bismarck, so what I might do, I might round this corner, pop a smokescreen and start seeing if I can get some damage out on this Odin, because he's only got 10,000 health left. So see if we can get a fire. Oh no, he's started to repair as well, so he's already up to 15,000.
Smokescreen set.
Okay, Gemini Rogues goes for range on torpedoes. I'll have a look at Philip Vane, see what he can actually do. Because I use Reginald Tywit on my British cruisers instead. That could be the end of the Odin. Which also then means we get ourselves another objective. So let's gobble this up. And then we'll make a move down there, back up our friendly Baltimore. Do you have the Polish DD? No, unfortunately And when the Polish DD and Commander came out, I hadn't even really started the channel or even started thinking about really buying stuff into the games. It was only really when it was too late, I guess you could say. And Baltimore versus Edinburgh, that could be an interesting combat. Although it looks like our team didn't do too well over on the Alpha objective. The Udachi is still alive. Unfortunately, it would have been nice to polish him off. Right, we got this objective, so time to motor along. I'm going to zigzag through the islands because I don't want to be too close to the Edinburgh when he realises I'm taking an objective. Now the torpedo range on the Jervis is only 8 kilometres, so it's among the shortest for the tier. It's not the greatest. But then again, they've added a lot more nationalities to the game since I did the Jervis review. Especially now when you consider they've added the French and the Russians. They've definitely taken the lead in regards to the shortest torpedo range. There's the Udachi. So I think defending B is going to be my next objective. Although, if Mr. Belfast does actually stop in his smoke screen, that's a very tempting target. So I just got to close in until I'm definitely within torpedo range. And I'll probably put 2 wide bands into it. Shame, it's very nice. I would recommend it. Yes, yeah. This is the thing. It's one of those kind of things. Like looking back on it, I kind of wish I had, but at the same time, I wasn't really invested into the game. It was HMS Warspite was really my first premium that I bought, and that was kind of when she came, almost like came out the second time. I think what we're going to do, we're going to pop a smoke here and open fire on the Edinburgh. Simply to see if we can assist our teammates. However, we know the Udachi is taking Bravo, and the Udachi is being supported by Alabama, which has got quite a lot of health left. The Baltimore doesn't look like he has a lot of health left. though, so that could be advantageous. Got a fire on the Edinburgh, which I'm liking. He's damage conned it. Come on, Boxman, can you find the Citadel on the Edinburgh? Unfortunately, I'm going to have to motor it out of here. My smoke screen's only got a couple of seconds left. Where oh where would I find the Udachi? Oh, good lord, I forgot the Edinburgh's got like a ridiculous hill. If I was the Udachi, I'd head up to Charlie. That's where I'd go. I've only got a little bit of health left. I want to avoid... Either he's going to go for a torpedo hunt on the battleship and he's going to head to Delta, or he's going to try and be sneaky and go for the objective. If I was him, I'd go for the objective, so I'm going to cover... almost try and counter my own moves. Oh good. Where are we? Hello party guy, how are you doing? Is the Jervis half torpedo, half gunboat? There we go. That's bloody predicted. There you go. Oh crumbs. Why is there an aircraft? There's an aircraft right above me. Oh, that plane's going to keep spotting me. I've only got to see if I can leg it. Right. Right. Oh. Just your commander for range. I'll have a look. British DDs play a lot better with ranged torpedoes. I'm not switching to Reginald Tywit though, because Reginald Tywit is the best British cruiser commander out there. Let's see what we can do. No, you are chasing me. Don't know how you're spotting me though. No, you have got a very tall bridge actually.
Smoke generator activated. Smoke screen set.
Basically, don't die, because we win the game in about 40 seconds. Bismarck, just run. Yeah, I think the Bismarck knows. That should be it. Nice dodge. Yeah, no. reading, just knowing kind of what destroyers do at close range, you can kind of counteract it quite well. Cool cat with a hat. Hello. That is definitely a new name, I'm gonna have to say. Oh, go on, reward us with some torps on the Alabama. That'd be much appreciated. Oh, delicious. There we go. Well, that's a nice little starter game in the Jervis. First ship I did 145k damage in with Pants Commander. Happy with that. That was a nice little warm up actually. I'm quite happy with that. Let's have a look at. So you don't actually have the option for torpedo speed on torpedo range on Vane, and therefore I won't take it because Reginald Tywit's too critical to my cruiser play style, unfortunately. If you want to know more about that, then probably check out some of the other videos on our channel. I'd probably recommend the British Cruiser playlist. So that's why I take Vane in the destroyers, and also I think Vane suits the destroyers a lot better, especially my playstyle. Well, let's see. Any recommendations for the next ship? If not, I think we'll just go for a Wheel of Fortune and see what else we can get. Could maybe actually take a British cruiser out. Let's see. Could take the Fiji out. Fiji's quite tempting. Could take the Exeter out as well. Fiji or Exeter? Exeter's quite tempting, just to try and mix it up a little bit. So for those of you interested, I know I go on about it all the time, so I'll try and keep it quick. Mikoa, Belfast, Subsurface Venturer, Look at Me Now, Torpedo Safari, Smoke on the Water, Smogathon, 16-4. Grab yourself a rare battle booster, and then compare your smoke screen dispersion time and your smoke screen reload time, and you'll note that the difference is only, what you're looking at, 8 seconds? 7 seconds? So that basically means when one smoke screen finishes, you've got 7 seconds until your next smoke screen's available, and you've got 4 of them, and it really plays into my playstyle. So let's take the Sexy Exy out. Fiji is a dream boat. Fiji is a lovely boat. In fact, I have quite a soft spot for the Crown Colony class cruisers in comparison to the Town class. I know some people prefer the Town class cruisers because the Crown Colony class is basically an like a not really a refined, more like a wartime build version of the Town class cruiser. I mean, there's quite a few of the Town class cruisers which only had X turret at the rear, so they actually removed Y turret just to try and build the ships quick enough. So we're going to take the Sexy Exy out. We are in a game of Domination Land of Fire, Minsk, Akatsuki, Trento, Lagasse, Pensacola, Belfast, Normandy, Scharnhorst. So an interesting mix. Low caliber battleships as well, quite favourable. So we're spawning on the left, we're going to quickly push over out towards the Alpha objective. I'm going to really hope my team doesn't ball up in the middle. Let's see, I've got a Kid and a Normandy. That's good to support. Please, Kid, please go for the objective. Do some spotting. Right, let's see what we can do here. Gemini Road, Kamikaze? No. I haven't bought the disc version of the game because that's the only way that at the moment you can get access to the Kamikaze, but I know how filthy the Kamikaze is, and that's why whenever I see one I will make it my top priority to kill it, regardless of whether or not it's the correct choice. So usually when I kill a Kamikaze I'm quite satisfied with myself. Just because I hate them that much, because they're such little grubby boats. Hello, Minsk. Jolly good. What else we got? We got the Normandy, okay, and a Belfast. Belfast is concerning because Belfast does have radar. She's basically the tier 6 version of me. However, Belfast is popping a smoke screen there, which is good for me because if I get behind this island, let's see, we'll just get some torpedoes out. Hopefully the Kid's done the same. I think the Minsk will be in range. Not quite. There she is. Because the sonar on the Exeter has a 5.2 kilometer range for picking up ships, which makes her very nifty. Very nifty. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, and you're dead. Okay. And my battleship Scarpered. Normandy, I need your bloody support. Where are you going?
Teammate, I need your support.
Well, Normandy concerns me the most there, really. Belfast has already wasted the sonar. Belfast does not have torpedoes, so if the Belfast wants to get close, then I'll do so. Morton, how do you zoom out? The L1 button is a lock gun camera view. I did do my own mini guide to the lock camera view. It's under the tips and tricks playlist, I guess you can say, on the main page. Out of interest, guys, firstly, if you could give the stream a like, that's always much appreciated. It helps it become more visible when people search the game and things like that. And secondly, what do you guys think of the new banner on the channel? I've been trying to look for a new banner for a little while, simply because I didn't quite like the idea of always having some Russian ships up there, because this is a British channel, it's not a Russian channel, so I thought I'd swap it out for some a new picture. Rightio. Now, Exeter does have quite thin armour, so I am just going to have to try and make sure that I don't thing is, the Normandy is coming in, so I'm going to take a risk. I'm actually going to turn in towards the Belfast and hope that Normandy doesn't come racing around too quickly, switching to HE because the Belfast is running. There's the Normandy. That was what I was bloody concerned about. At least my Normandy's here to support me. Not. We could smoke up, but it seems I think at the moment we're just simply waiting to go pop, simply because with the Normandy where it's positioned at the moment, he's got a really good opportunity to hurt me. Maybe if I can keep duking it off with the Belfast. Are you coming in, Belfast? That's what I was partially afraid of. We're just gonna get this out now. Oh, come on. Stop playing with your food. Leave me alone, Normandy. Leave me alone. Oh, right. Let's see. Can I get the hell out of here? Yes. Okay, let's get the hell out of here. We do not want to play with the Normandy anymore. Right, let's have a quick look at the chat. Gemini, no way, laugh out loud. Morton, bear with me. If this is a dumb question, but should cruisers help capping? They never do when I play. It depends on the cruiser and the player skill. I was probably being very ballsy. I'm being ballsy now. Let's see if I can run. Mass, can you save me? So I'm just using the lock gun view to try and mass. Right, we need to get a repair party off as soon as possible. That Normandy's going to tear me up. I mean, to be totally fair, he's going to keep me spotted, so swish, 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 swish. Right, okay. Now, let's see. Oh, he got one hit on me. I mean, we are running on fumes at the moment. This could be the end. Yeah, there you go. There's the end. Oh, and where did my Normandy go? Where is he? Is that him? Yep. So the Normandy that spawned with me has gone all the way over to sea. Oh, what a great assistance he was. Where are we? Let's see. While we watch the sexy XE go down, unfortunately. Um, Banner was great. I much appreciated. I'm glad people are liking it then. Kamikaze is a dirty ship with 4.2 kilometer range. Yes, hence why I kill it. Captain Saxon. Yes, Morton. It should always be looked at as the smallest ship should cap. So if there's no destroyer, cruisers should cap. Yeah, it's kind of like it's playing that concealment game. If you end up a game with no destroyers, then you kind of like, if you're the most concealed cruiser in the game, you might as well have a crack at it. Especially if it's smoke cruiser, because at least you have your smoke to disengage. So that's not a problem. Denin Anderson, yeah, half decent. Hello, Denin. That is a new name. It's good to see you. Hope everyone's doing okay. Rightio. Let's see. So the sexy X-has gone down. Whether or not, has anyone got any requests for a ship for the next game? Finally, the enemy Normandy's gone. So this game's going to be over very quickly. So let's go and watch the Normandy that abandoned his flank rather than support it. Maybe he can pull it off with a kill. Duafinus, could you play the Z23? You know the German? Yes, yeah, can do. We'll play the Z23. Let's just see if the... Go on, Normandy. There we go. Okay, well, at least you were useful for something. Let's see what the end scores were like there, because that'll be quite interesting. Second on the team, fair enough. So the Normandy that spawned in with me, well, managed to get a decent score. Just such a strange tactic to go, I'm spawned with a destroyer and a cruiser, I'll sail that away. Like, could you help us? No, that away. I'm going all the way over there to kill that Pensacola. Oh, I feel sorry for our kid, because he did a good job, but then again, took the Minsk out with him, so that's fair enough. Okie dokie. I killed their Belfast as well, which is the top player on their team, which is quite intriguing. Now, some of you are probably wondering what my German commander build is, and I will confess it's very strange, because I am a very strange person when it comes to commanders. I take Reinhard Scheer. It's an interesting choice. I know most people... but I'm not going to recommend it, because it's not going to be for everyone. I use Sims and Bay simply because more health is obviously helpful, and then more detectability as well. Burn it down, look at me now, Federucius, steer clear, and fully packed. So fully packed with additional smoke screen and sonar, which I and engine boost, which I really quite like. Steer clear because the rudder shift just sucks on these sometimes. Federucius just to get a bit more motoring along. Look at me now, it has to be a taken. I think with the top ability, you could probably go torpedo speed, or burn it down. I wouldn't bother with barely out of peril. Yeah, that's what I've gone for. Let's see what we can do with her. So this is going to be a tier 7 game. So we're going to want to have a rare credit boost on there. We are going to want a camouflage. What's that one do? That one does enough. Yep, then we'll take that one on. There we go. Let's take this one out. CS Z23. Here we go. Las Vegas, how are you doing? Hopefully you're doing all right where you are. Everyone's here. So as a destroyer player, you can do a great job without doing any damage, and I can spot for my team via the torpedo mode, right? So spotting for your team does earn you quite a lot of points. You do also get spotting damage. So if you're spotting a target, if that target's being damaged, you get spotting damage as well. So with destroyers, you can do quite well sometimes without doing a lot of damage. I think a good example of that would be like last stream when I did a game with Eternal Abyss, and even though I only did 16,000 damage, I came quite high up in the team, simply because of the amount of spotting damage that I did, and also spotting for the team. He was playing the Belfast, and therefore when he's in smoke, anything he shoots is awarding someone else spotting damage. So actually, a destroyer and a smoke cruiser combo in a division is actually quite like a strong combo, because you're mutually benefiting each other. The smoke cruiser's going to make sure it can put anything that's going to hurt the destroyer down, but at the same time the destroyer can do the spotting for the smoke cruiser. It's something that I've done in ranked with my ranked partner, I guess you could say. Let's see, so we spawned in, I got a Gneisenhound and a Snob, so not super exciting, I would like to cruiser. Enemy team, Tashkent, Z23, Attico, Wichita, New Mexico, Gneisenhound, Lion, Odin. Game of Domination North, so a lot of battleships, which is quite an interesting mix. Gemini, Minsk. Go on then, I could do the Minsk next, yeah. Partly guy, Morton, in my honest opinion, some cruisers, Italian, British, Americans, have good enough concealment to get into the caps mid to late game. Would be best, yes, definitely agreed. These cruisers, especially if most of the DD players are gone, yeah. I think at the start of the game you want to be making sure that you can back up your DD players to kill the enemy DDs, and then possibly later on in the game you may be looking at having to... but the engine's gone. This could be a very quick way back to the port, because he's knocked out my front turret, which is the most valuable turret. And we've also both knocked each other's engines out, so we're both being absolute potato at the moment. And the thing is, he's able to break off round behind the island. So it's kind of like hope and pray that the lion doesn't shoot. We can fix our engines out there. So we know that Z23 has used his sonar, which is advantageous for us. So let's see, that was a little bit of a punching match, and the Z23 definitely came off better, or the enemy Z23 definitely came off better for it. Ah, Wichita, there we go, that's the beautiful cruiser that I'm looking for. So we're going to start trying to secure the cap. He's reading my speed very, very well. And they've already got assistance coming in from somewhere else. Yep, they got a cruiser too. Well, that's probably not how to do it. No, I've already acknowledged the Minsk. Be careful of the Wichita. Oh wow, that was a friendly one. It was the Attico that got me, unfortunately. Ah well, you can't win them all. Potatoes do happen. I was probably a better player. I mean, I haven't played the Z23 for a good while, so he had better concealment than me as well. Read my speed very well too. Knew exactly when I was slowing down, exactly when I was speeding up. But then the acceleration in Z23 is not exactly that special. We'll probably come back and have a look at how terrible that game was. But as a corporal punishment, we will now take the Minsk out. Let's see. Oh, Minsk. And this has been a very... How long's this been? This has been a long time. I might even have to check out my commander and just make sure that I've got what I want on this. Because it's been bloody ages. Torpedo speed. No. Yes, you have to set that one. Transfer fire being caused by trying to change. Okay, no, you have to take that one. No, I think the engine speed. I think keeping your engine module going is going to be more critical. Okay, let's take the Minsk out and hope for a better game. Let's see. Gemini, our division killed a couple team with DD cruiser mix. Or killed a complete team with a DD cruiser mix. Yes, yeah, no. That's the thing. It's getting the right division mix. Because you see all the time, you just see people just take two battleships out, and you go, okay, that's really good because you kind of complementing each other by both being hard-hitting items. You can both target the same ship, but then at the same time, you go, well, actually, it's quite a poor mix-up because you can only do one role. Like the perfect squad is to do multiple roles. Oh, I don't have much of a hope in hell of Minsk here. Okay, domination fault line. We've got an Akatsuki, a Vaquilin, a Udachi, a Lightning, a York, a KG5, an Odin, a Bismarck, and a Richard Lou. I still need to learn how to pronounce that. Everybody's concerned about destroyers. Is this due to their concealment or their torpedoes? It's a bit of everything. Their concealment means they're very good at capping, very good at spotting. Torpedoes can be very good at killing battleships. So it's always taken into consideration. If you can have the destroyer advantage, then that's good for your team in comparison to the enemy team. Right, let's see how badly this goes, because battleships do not want to hang around. Oh, it's not actually in the capture zone. Now it's in the capture zone. Their battleships are closing in, so they've got too much. Whatever the destroyer is, he's got too much support. Okay, so we know it's not the Lightning. Akatsuki, Udachi, or Vaquilin. What's that coming in? There's the Udachi coming in. So my RDF tells me where the nearest enemy is, but I want to, with my Minsk, I want to get him isolated. I don't want to be making an engagement where he's got too much support, especially from the KG5. The KG5 is going to really pack one hell of a wallop with her 14-inch high explosives. What is your take on the Le Fantasme? I mean, it is allegedly a gunboat, but my Lightning has no problem obliterating them. It's because they're thin armour. The Lightning's... let's see, I think the Lightning's got 5.25-inch guns. Okay, this is kind of like the situation I wanted. I've got the Akatsuki isolated, just want to back up a bit. I think that's our take on this engagement at the moment. So we're just going to break that off. Put that fire out. Well, that does mean we have an Akatsuki on the loose here. Where are you going, Akatsuki? Are you coming after me? And the Akatsuki's got the target acquisition mods on. That's very interesting. That's actually quite an interesting move for a Japanese destroyer. Well, we'll just break off. See if we can... Oh, Udachi went miles away. Oh, there you are. Right, what I want to do, I want to switch my guns to my other side. I want to re-engage on my own terms. Because that Richard Richelieu is causing me problems. But I need more guns on target. But let's go with that. She's gone back behind the island. Don't tease me. Oh my god, there's actually something in torpedo range. Let's see if Stalin's wonder weapons can do their damage. Might get one. Yeah. Right, yeah, there we go. Let's see, where are we? Yes, once they engage me, they almost certainly use their reload booster, so I just retreat with one of my plenty of smokes. Yeah. After that, I use the 6-second reload. Is no match for the Lightning's 3.8. Yeah. Yeah, and also the 5.25-inch guns on the Lightning are just going to punch straight through that really thin arm of the Le Fantasme. So the kind of like health advantage the Le Fantasme actually brings to that engagement usually disappears quite quickly. The Le Fantasme is a nice destroyer, but she's kind of in her own little box, I guess you could say. A good DD player, Jim, will spot for your team. Yes. A good cruiser player will cover the DDs and the BBs. Yes. Yeah, that's the thing. That's what makes the difference between a good player and someone who's just new to the game. Gemini Rex. Short was yeah. DD is the short. Yeah. So under. There's basically a load of phonetics in order to refer to ships. So DD is a destroyer, a CA is a heavy cruiser, a CL is a light cruiser, but sometimes people refer to cruisers as CC. Also BB's battleship, and CV is a carrier. There's also other acronyms for loads of different types of ships, but those are the majority that you come across in probably this game. A good battleship would just smash everything. Yes, there's a thing in a battleship you need to twig that what you need to shoot and how much you need to lead it. Morton, actually DD is an acronym used by the Navy for example. Acronym for carries a CV. Yeah, I can't remember. It's more like a phonetic reference. Las Vegas. All right, I did it. I purchased my first tier 1 tech tree ship to help speed up my burrow, but it's the Bismarck. So wish me luck. Apparently. Keep firing, assholes, when it comes to the secondaries. Right. I think our team might have that one in the bag. I'm not exactly ecstatic with my performance in that game. The Minsk can be quite a hard one to have a decent game in, especially nowadays that a lot of people are aware of the actual traits. We actually did win that game in the Z23. That means I've done really potato then in that game. Let's see how badly did we do. Z23, grit your teeth, say last place? Yeah, last place. Yeah. Happens. Right, yeah, well, we've had the Z23. Minsk was another beautiful disaster. Mr. McJob, hello. Your glutton for punishment taken out at Minsk on live stream. You made me do it, stream. I'm blaming you. Las Vegas, 7.5 stock secondaries. No wonder people are hitting me with them at nearly 10 kilometers. Yeah, I think I've heard someone's managed to buff it out to 12 clicks, but I could be wrong there. Gemini Rogue, sorry. Minsk is poor. No, don't worry. The pilot guy punished me for about 4 streams in a row, asking me to take the Gneisenhower out. And yeah, they were spectacular games, I can only say. Do you think it's major? Are you planning on grinding the Roma? She seems decent. Oh yes. I'll have the Roma. The plan's to have the Roma 1 week before the close, so I'll be getting it the week before, the 4th week of the patch. Roma is definitely of interest to me. I think they call the I call them the Vittoria class battleships because that's the lead shifted class. I'm not sure if that's completely correct, but the Vittoria class battleships is one of my favourite battleships from an engineering perspective. The Italians, it's quite interesting from an engineering perspective, which obviously kind of fits in with my day job. Rightio, do we have any more requests? Virginia Rome was awesome. Yeah, no. I think the only complaint I've heard is, as per the PC, is that her guns have such a high muzzle velocity that they just overpen thin armor like a boss, which can be a bit irritating if you get a broadside cruiser, especially at tier 7 where a lot of the light cruisers do have hidden citadels, so it can be quite interesting. Gemini Rogues must be played up close. Very interesting. Hopefully she's going to be quite good at punishing battleships. That's what I'm expecting. What we might do, if people are happy, I might see if I can take the Zara. Hamilton, I heard you're an up-and-coming killer. Sax was telling me about you. Oh, fair enough. Right, let's see. Let's take the Zara out. I need to grind the Zara out. Now, as you'll notice, I don't take the torpedo module, simply because I rather have the 12-click torpedoes. Now, I'll give you all forewarning now. So I'll play this game, and then after this game, we'll do a community game. Basically, if you're on the PS4 console and you're available, you can actually join me for a game. Usually, I just go for make yourself available looking for a division. I'll drop you an invite after this game. Obviously, drop your name into the chat, and then we'll do like a little community game. It's a nice little thing that I like to do. Right, let's take the Zara out, because I've already got it kitted out, so there's nothing really worth talking about there. Yeah, it takes a while. The joy with World of Warships is that it's, like initially it can be quite an arcadey game. It can seem quite simple. You jump in, you derp around in your tier 1, your tier 2 and your tier 3 ships. But as the game progresses, there's a lot more beneath the crust. A lot more information to learn, which is the nice thing as well. And you can keep going. There's so much to learn that even I'm still learning, and I've been playing this game for a very long time. And so that's the thing. And the nice one about the way the channel works at the moment is there is a nice little community there where if people are having problems, people will shout out in the comments. And also help in the comments, and it's good to have a nice mix of different people at different levels subscribe to the channel, so it's always much appreciated. So again, thank you all to the subscribers. Denny, there's no such thing as good. That's very true. Especially when you see my gameplay. Right, Destroyer, you're coming. Dunkirk, you're coming. Okay, that's very good. Right, let's have a look. Tier 5 and 6 game of Domination Tears the Desert. Tier 61, Akatsuki, DeGrasse, Leander, Dallas, York. That's an interesting one. New Mexico, Lion. That's the first time I've seen that patch symbol before. Don't know what it means. Does it mean they have an iPod player? God knows. Never seen that one before. There goes the aircraft. There's an enemy aircraft. Destroyer's going in. Very, very nice. now I've got very used to seeing cruisers hanging out over there, so I'm just going to get some speculative torpedoes out. Spotted enemy battleship. Akisuki's not in a decent position to spot, unfortunately, so I am going to have to do some manoeuvres, unfortunately. Lion's going behind the island. DeGrasse is going to be a little bit of a pain in the bottom as always. Let's see if we can load some AP and see if we can find a way to punish her. Going to kite in the other way because obviously I don't want to be going broadside onto the Lion in order to get shots down range onto the grass. Let's see, we'll flick that rudder in and we should be right to dodge these as well. Fortunately the DeGrasse did put the pedal to the metal and break off the engagement. Load high explosives, they definitely have a destroyer, T61 Axig, probably the T61 if I had to hazard a guess. Let's see, let's get some speculative torpedoes out. Might as well, they reload quite nicely. There we go, T61. Ah, blast. Oh, go on, sea mines. Ah, squeaked by the Lion, unfortunately. No, actually, I think we might be able to. Oh. Turn. That could have been a lot worse than it could have been. Warspite. Go on then, we'll take the grand old lady of the Mediterranean fleet out. Oh, actually still pretty bad. Oh, George. Very tempting, very tempting. Nobody's bad, just getting started. That's the thing. I do wonder how much of the player base is quite fixed in World of Warships Legends. Because you do see quite a lot of the... usually you see quite a lot of the same names, but then also at the same time there does seem to be quite a good number of new players come to the game. The interesting one is always looking at who's got what ranking ranked when you look at those kind of summaries. The Lion, you're targeting me, Right, angle. Let's just do 2 turrets. We should be clear, because these other 2 turrets at the rear are still turning round. I might even be tempted to actually try some of that Italian armour piercing, because it does seem to pack a nice punch, especially against the Lion, which has relatively thin deck armour. Timotheus, no chance for an evening stream next time so I could join your game? It's kind of fixed by the wife's shifts. It's always going to be a Friday. It's either going to be this slot or like the 2-hour slot afterwards. 261. Okay, so the grass. Let's load HE and see what we can do here. Turn in and get the objective. Gemini, Omaha or Marblehead? Oh god, neither. They're both floating citadels. They can be penetrated by 6-inch armor piercing shells from any angle. Okay, well, the Nuremberg has made a lovely gap for me to put my cruiser through these torpedoes, thankfully. I'm sure it wasn't intended. Gemini, ready for Transformers? As long as I can turn it off, that's all I want. That's the only thing I care about. Can I turn it off so I don't have to see it? Yeah. I'm sure there's others who feel the same. No, it's a freebie patch, you just need the code from Facebook and Twitter. Oh, is it only just been announced or something? Okay. I'll have to check that out, but I know it's a bit of a random request, but would you be able to post the link to the Redeemer as well, and then people can catch up on that? Yeah, because before the stream I checked out the Discord just to see if anything new was announced there, but I didn't check Facebook, unfortunately. Oh god, our team's massively outnumbered. Grass is picking on me. Nice, 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 nice. Well, I've got the least detectability for my team, so I better let them know. What have they got left? Double Akatsuki, Leander, New Mexico. Interesting mix. This is the joys of being an Italian cruiser with no sonar. I really want my plane back very, very soon. Dead in. I'm not into the Transformers coming into this either. The only thing that I like about it is it's introducing some new commanders which do have some interesting traits, and then potentially it is introducing some permanent camouflages for some tech tree ships. So if you like those tech tree ships, then obviously you can pick up the permanent camouflage. As for the actual looks of the camouflage, or looks of the commanders, or where they come from, or what they do, well, what they do I like, what they are I don't really care for. You cheeky little Leander. Sod off. Alright, well let's see if we can get some Italian AP into her. Oh, of course, now she starts to angle herself.
Siluri dritti di prua. Siluri dritti di prua.
You little bugger.
Siluri dritti di prua.
You bugger off. What are you doing? You're there. I think it's time for me to get the bloody hell out of here. Then again, that New Mexico's there, so maybe I can play that to my advantage. Sorry chaps, if you're chatting in the chat, this is just a little bit intensive. Bloody Nora. Right, New Mexico's buggering off over there. Right, let me assist in this. Get my turrets over there. Bloody hell, that's a lot of torpedoes. Alright, let's grab an objective and then run, I think. That's going to be my best bet. Because I bet that other bloody Akatsuki's making a dash for Alpha. Nice, 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 nice. Let's do that one. Ooh. Just keeping mobile. But there's a lot of torpedoes coming that way. Oh, Dunkirk, you lucky gal. You got away with that one. The double Akatsuki is really concerning. This is one thing I'm really not liking. Like, I haven't really had a game where this has happened, where there's two destroyers just dogging us until... At the moment, I'm kind of like patrolling in this area, waiting to see what's what. Got undetected, then detected. I really would like another. At the moment, it may look like I'm just sailing around aimlessly, but I'm kind of just. I want to hold here, because from this position I can go to Alpha or Bravo or defend Delta, and just keep my course semi-unpredictable. You never know. Dunkirk has done a very good job against that New Mexico. There's that one. Where's the other one? He's not showing his hand, which I don't blame him.
Caccia in volo.
But let's see if we can help with this one. Is he slowing down? He's slowing down. Close. He's sped up again. Never know. Am I sneaky? Ah, Delta. Okay, right. That's it. That's what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for him to show his bloody hand. Nice. Sea mines away. Nice. Where are you, you little blighter? There you are. Right, we should have won this. So I can get a bit lazy and look at the chat. Right. You can do it. Oh, eventually we got that. Oh, can we sneak a kill in at the last second? Go on, just stay spotted long enough. See what we can do. If not, I ain't taking any risks. I'll even just put some denial torpedoes out there. Oh, Denning. Sure, they look awesome, but they're gonna be good. But they are gonna be good. Think about it. You add something and it gets old, and they want something new. Watch, I say 2 weeks and we will see. But they also add more people. That's the thing, and it's nice to add to keep adding stuff to the game in some form or manner. It's like the Azura Lane. I don't like Azura Lane. I didn't really like the concept of it, but then again, the commanders, I kind of liked them. Like not as I didn't care aesthetically, but like traits wise, Hood I really like in the Hood, and Nelson is a really good British battleship commander as well. Some people like Belfast as a commander. I really like her as an inspiration. As for the rest, the Zero Lane Hipper as well is another one that I quite like. Third on the team, all the 2 Dunkirks died. So actually, me doing a holding pattern in the middle of the map. Yes, it was like, from probably your perspective, that was bloody dull, and it just means doing like figures of 8. But the thing was, it's a nice holding pattern. I'm in a central location. They can't get anywhere near the objectives without me reacting to it, and thankfully, I think it probably pulled the win out because I didn't overextend myself against the Leander or the New Mexico. quite happy with that then. A cheeky little win. I'm going to leave the Zara already set up, and we were talking about Warspite, weren't we? Who likes Zero Lane? Zero Lane itself, not for me. The Zero Lane commanders and their skills, yeah. I didn't mind that, especially for the British, because I really wanted more British commanders, and being able to pick up 3 more British commanders was really, really useful. I mean, I know I go on about it all the time, but we'll just quickly do it. So, okay, yeah, we do on Warspite, but so the Zero Lane Balfa Hood commander, I really like on the Hood, because she's the only one in the game which comes with Royal Navy's Glory, which improves the battleship speed by +7%, and then you combine that with Bruce Fraser and Geppetto and a common battle booster, and you can end up with HMS Hood motoring along at 37.7 knots, which is really quite amusing. It's faster than some destroyers in the game, it's faster than some cruisers in the game. Yes, she's a battle cruiser, so she doesn't really stand up well against incoming battleship damage. However, something with 15-inch guns motoring along at 37.7 knots and appearing when you're not expecting it is a lovely trick in the book. And you can also use your speed to dictate the engagements. You can go, yeah, I want to chase this one down, and you can do it, because you always have the speed advantage. So that's what makes her quite interesting. Let's see, so let's take the Brawling Warspite out. No, I won't bother with one of those. She makes enough money on her own. So let's get the Warspite launched. Let's have a quick look. Duet! Long time no see. How are you doing, sir? It's good to see you. Simpus, again, good to see you as well. You have them all. That's fair enough. I think I did actually pick up all of the Zero Lane commanders myself, using the Hip and the Belfast for now. That's fair enough. They do bring nice traits. Zero Lane was awesome for ship camouflage. Yeah, I just turned it off. Morton Major, I don't get the passive effect on the commanders. The passive effect is basically the proximity effect. That's all. I'll remind me after this game, and I'll see what I can do. I was on about doing a community game and I ballsed it up. Oh. Right, next one. I promise. Oh, sorry, chaps. Simbus, INB4. Chancellor's commanders. I bet they're before. Yeah, 5k each. Yeah, no, I'd say 5k each. That's probably what they try and flog them for. They might try and discount them a little bit. It all depends how long it's going to be for. I went into 9 tier 7 games and I lost 8 out of 9. Ooh, what were you playing out of interest? Are you playing destroyers? I assume you're playing destroyers. You're quite a dab hand at a destroyer, aren't you, Jued? That's some coin for the Transformer commanders. Yeah, what are you looking at? 4. That's 20k. That's £52. Expensive. Yeah, I am going to end up getting into. I just want to make sure that I'm getting over under the flank. Oh, let's just change the hate sheet. Get it over and done with. Real noobs play on tier 7. I think when I first made it to tier 7 was quite like an elitist tier. There was quite a lot of used to be like the cream of the crop. Nowadays, tier 7 can be a real mixed bag. It seems like you're still getting some poor players in tier 7, which really does surprise me sometimes, considering they've had to probably grind the game so much to get there, that they still seem to balls it up and play it like it's a tier 4 game, which is always amusing. Okay, just a load of overpens. Duet, I was in Z23. Oh, very nice, very nice. Seamless. What do you think that will be after the Roma on the campaign ships? Well, they were on about a tech tree split before the end of the year. Now, pretty much every man and his dog has gone and said, well, it's probably going to be Japanese gunboat destroyers, which I could see, being that the main two nations in the game that they obviously launched with is the Americans and the Japanese, when they did
Torpedoes to port.
um,
Torpedoes
when
to
they
port.
launched legendary ships. Obviously we had an American and a Japanese. Okay, yeah, we got a German in there as well. So what would the next campaign be for? Let's see. October will be Halloween. So what they did last Halloween was they did 2 pint-sized campaigns, I guess you could say, which was only like a 3-week and a 2-week, and the rewards were a Halloween commander. No, I think 1 week was a Halloween commander and a tier 3 battleship. And what was the other week? I think the other week actually turned out to be, I think it was linked into the German cruisers or something, so we got a German commander. But whether we could see a double Halloween campaign would be quite interesting. So maybe a tier 4 or tier 3 ship. I think that's one. Yeah, that's a potential. We have to bear in mind that's going to be Halloween. So I suspect we're going to get Halloween in October, and then in November we get the tech tree split. People are saying Japanese gunboats, but I've got. Well, maybe I'm clutching at straws, but it's interesting that they're looking at trying to launch HMS London, and so could we? Completely speculative, but I'd love it to be true. Could we be looking at British heavy cruisers instead? I would love that. I would love the County class cruisers, the Hawkins class cruisers come to the game. That'd be really, really interesting. So yeah, that's my that's me clutching at straws, but it would be really, really nice. Hello. Gemini, 139 ships, not bad. Is that my entire port? Yeah, I think I've got everything up to tier 6. I mean, if I actually bothered, I probably could have everything in tier 7, but I just know I'm not going to play it. That's the thing. Like, having all the tier 7 ships for me is an absolute waste of time, really, because I just won't play them. Up to tier 6 I'll play. I enjoy quite a lot, but tier 7, when it comes to tier 7, when you're investing 25 million credits into a ship in order to have it fully upgraded, and then you're just not going to play it that much, I'd rather just not bother. I can justify up to 9 grand, 9 mil for a ship, plus all the add-ons, which would take it up to about, see, I think it's about 14 million for a tier 6, but don't quote me on that, that's just my guesstimate. Right, let's see, simple, so I see. Sure, at one point I thought that was playing AI, but AI side. I know that feeling. The worst one is when you actually do play AI. Sometimes you end up with AI on your team, and you realise you can't just play it as loose as you normally would, and you have to actually put some proper effort into it in order to win the game, because you know that your AI is just going to charge in and die. So it literally is like, rather than it being say 9 players versus 9 AI, it's more like it's whatever player count you have versus AI, because you have to kind of ignore the AI on your team as well. Gemini tier 7 is shocking. Can be at time. To be honest, I'd love to see HMS Renowned. I would bankroll if I could. I want HMS Renowned. People have been asking for it in the PC version of the game for so long, but yeah, if you don't know what HMS Renowned is, guys, I highly recommend you just type it into Google, go check it out on Wikipedia, and look at her post 1939 refit. She is gorgeous. She is a beautiful battle cruiser. She was the only one that actually got modernised. And she had the same kind of rebuild as Warspite. So as you see, that Warspite has the Queen Anne mansion of a bridge. She's also got the aircraft hangar and catapult and things like that. So Warspite was the first of the Queen Elizabeth class battleships that went in for a proper refit. And then she was followed by Queen Elizabeth and Valiant. And so they did Renowned as well. and the HMS Hood was actually going to be the next battle cruiser going in for refit. I mean, I would have loved to have seen HMS Hood actually refit, but unfortunately, she never actually got refit because obviously some buggers started a bloody war. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Oh, let's see. Not the best tier to play. It can be a mixed bag, I have to confess. Polyguy, same with me. I've already unlocked most tier 7s, but I don't want to bother with Bismarck or Kangaroo, for example. I know what you mean. I mean, Bismarck I want for historical value. What the hell are you doing here, you cheeky sod? Go, secondaries, go. Come on, Pence. You little devil. Get out of my base. Come on, secondaries. That's the nice one with Warspite. She did actually retain her 6-inch secondaries, whereas Queen Elizabeth and Valiant, during their refits, they had them removed. And I think they're replaced with, is it 4.5-inch secondary turrets, the dual-purpose ones? Because they wanted to improve the overall anti-aircraft battery of the Queen Elizabeth class. So, well, or Queen Elizabeth and Valiant as well. Let's see, where are we? Morton, Polyguy, what do you think about the Kangaroo? I don't think he's bought it. Polyguy or Vanguard, yeah. Vanguard's an interesting ship. I have played her and enjoyed her. But the thing is, if I'm going to play a tier 7 tier 7 battleship, for obviously it's got to be British, and secondly, I'll probably take Monarch out. I kind of enjoy Monarch. I think she throws a bit more shit down range, is the best way to put it. Let's see, where are we? Guys, what is the point of introducing ships with no gameplay associated? Is that me? Or is that or is that World of Warships Legends in general? Right, Attico was last October. Was Attico just before the Halloween campaign? I thought Attico was November. I could be wrong. I'm happy to be wrong. Okay, fourth on the team for a game where I kind of just mulled around and kept checking out the chat. Any recommendations, guys? Actually, as I keep saying, I will do a community game, so if any of you are available on the console, feel free to put yourself available and I'll pick you up from we'll do a tier 6 or lower game. Probably it's anywhere between tier 4 and tier 6. Let's see, where are we? Morton, it was okay until the Adachi came along. Seems like no point getting the Kangaroo after the Adachi. Yeah, that's the thing sometimes with these premium ships. It's like the Shasho. It's like the Shasho kind of like outshines the Akatsuki sometimes. From last time. Legends don't mirror PC. Yeah, I know they don't mirror PC. Unfortunately, evident by the lack of crawling smoke and SAP. But we're seeing what changes there. But yeah, I mean, you can use PC as a yardstick, though. That's the thing. That's where I get most of my information from, because you're not going to get it anywhere else, unfortunately. Let's see, where are we? Demophius, Vanguard is so underestimated. Pilot Guy, that's what I thought at first, but she surprised me for good. In the hands of an experienced player, she's from middle. Yeah, you have to play like a very big cruiser, I find. If you can play as a big cruiser, then she can kind of work quite nicely. It's just about getting the right traits sometimes, I find. Juret, World of Warships Legends Major, yeah, they don't seem to show too much of the ships before they release them. Dimophinus, that's fair. I guess some players have figured her out more than most. But I got Odin. Yeah, could do. Simpus. Yes, Attico was October 2019. Oh, okay. Was it Attico, and then was it Nauza, and then it was a German commander, and then what was after that? Then it was probably Christmas, more than likely. You had kids want their Friday night movie. If you've been, it would have been a pleasure to join you. No, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Well, if anyone is about, if tier 6 KG5 next, yeah. Does anyone want to join? If not, I'll motor on. We have Odin and KG5. Could do KG5. Let's take a look at the King George V class battleships. The first British battleship built since the 1920s. Does Warspite have regular AP? I'd say no. I'd say she still comes with British AP. It's same with Hood, I think. I could be wrong. There's always part of me in the back of my mind going, am I wrong? Because I know on the PC version they released Hood and Warspite with British AP, and then they reworked them with normal AP. But from playing them, I'd say it feels like they have British AP, but I'd say British AP. I like when I played, because there was a point where I used to play Queen Elizabeth Warspite, and I never really noticed any difference between their shells. So I don't. The way I play them as if they have British AP, and I've never really noticed anything different. So I'd say they have British AP. I could be wrong, but from my playstyle and how I play them and what results I get out of them, I don't think they have. Especially like for example with Hood, I've gone and like slammed a cruiser when normal AP would go straight through, unfortunately. Fire AP HE isn't always the best in the Warspite. Yeah, no, I think I did a lot of AP in that game. But that's why you do use the on second thought ability on the commander on that one. Well, let's see, KG5 is underestimated, but she is a beast, a real cruiser killer. Yes. She's an absolute flamethrower, but she is also now. Oh, Las Vegas. Go on then. Right. Do I recognise anyone else here? I don't. Well, we got Las Vegas. Nice of you to join us. Ibiza Luke. Toto CBC. Las Vegas. Alrighty, I'm ready. That's fair enough. Okay, let's get the KG5 sorted. Now you'll notice I'm taking Jericho in the KG5. It's a strange build, but I like it. Right then, let's see what we get. Yeah, no, I'll stick with the catapult fighter. Oh, how's everyone doing then? As always, I might as well plug the usual, give the stream a thumbs up, is always much appreciated. And if you're on Patreon, then tomorrow, well, at the moment you do have early access to the Zara Let's Play. So if you haven't already, you can always go check that out using your exclusive early access abilities as a patron. Let's see what we can do. So we have a Jervis and a KG5. Okay, I'll spot for you, Major. Give me the spotting damage. Don't say that. I'll probably potato it now. No, my luck. We're going into, let's see, a tier 6 and 7 game, and they'll have every 16-inch gun battleship available. Tier 5 and 6 game. Okay, that's more favourable. Gneisenhower, Prince Eitel, Friedrich, Atlanta, Leander, Aoba, Akatsuki, Mahan, T-61, and Fubuki. I'm the battleship in the centre. I would like to go to the Charlie objective. So I'm going to turn right. Let's see what we can do here. So we're going to have HE loaded just because. see what we can do here. 261, Mahan, Dallas, Bayern, Fuso, Fubuki, Belfast. Backing up that Belfast is probably going to be a good idea, because Belfast has got a radar. Enemy team, for Las Vegas, I'd only like to highlight the Atlanta with an 8.5 kilometer radar. I'd also like to highlight the Prince Arthur Friedrich working with the Fubuki and the T61. The T61 having a very impressive sonar range. Now the reason why I'm going for the Charlie objective is just because there's enough islands that will isolate me from any kind of force that the enemy has in the centre, and at the same time it allows me to then focus on the Charlie objective and covering our friendly destroyers and cruisers. Joyce, can't join this time, no console this Friday. Oh, fair enough. Always can catch you another time. Let's see what we can do here. So this is what I was on about. So usually I'll fly the second beta flag unless the additional flag flies in a different location. Then what I will do is I'll fly the HMS Gallant flag, almost trying to get myself 2 white ensigns. You can't have enough white ensigns. Right. Aoba. Ooh, tempting all that would be, let's see. Prince Arthur Friedrich's been spotted in the centre heading over to the Alpha objective, so we know where the 2 destroyers on the enemy team are going, with the Charlie objective being captured, and I'm spotted. So there's definitely something up here. Leander. Prince Arthur Friedrich. Very tempting, because Prince Arthur Friedrich is actually a battle cruiser, so she does suffer from the same kind of issues that Hood suffers with, and that is thin deck armour. So let's fire that off and actually see. At the same time, Aoba is just far too tempting to fire upon. Oh nice, managed to get ourselves 10,000 damage on the Prince Arthur Friedrich. Push not forward. Heath Shields. Hello Heath Shields, how are you doing, sir? Hopefully everything's okay. I will catch your comment. I'm just things are getting a little bit strong here. Let's see. Only have to, unfortunately. Would have liked a little bit more, but it is what it is, unfortunately. Let's see, what's their battleship? A Gneisenhower. So, the least accurate 15-inch guns at the tier. And the destroyer's gone, so good work to whoever got that. We are going to be a bit brave and see if we can dig this Leander out while we're doing that. Heath Shields, hello Major. I would like to hook up and have a game with you sometime. By the way, I'm still putting resources into tier 7, even though it can be painful. We must try and make it better. That's the thing. Oh, the Gneisenhower dropped off. Well, we launch our aircraft. Blast, that Akatsuki's not in range. I do apologise, Belfast. I'm going to cross your T. I'll slow down and try and leave a gap. Come on, Belfast, get through, get through. Go, 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 go. Okay, Belfast, you're coming with me. I won't shoot, because if I shoot, I get spotted, and the chances are that maybe the Belfast will get hit. So I'll be kind, and I will actually wait until the Belfast has untangled herself from me. There we go, now I will shoot. Now I'm going to use AP, aiming for the deck line. See what we can pick up here. General X, I did 160 damage in the KG5 with only AP. Ooh, very nice. I think I managed to get my highest damage game in the KG5, excluding the Yamato, where I did get 199,000 damage. That was quite an interesting game. It ended with a ram as well. Everyone likes a good ram. See if we can keep the pain up on this. Yeah, little devil. Why has the Guneisenhower launched her spotting aircraft to improve her accuracy when she can't see me due to an island? It's a very interesting choice. However, oh. Blast, the Atlanta's nicely hidden behind an island. Ooh. Maybe? Right. Brace myself for the Guneisenhower to come charging around the corner of the island. Classic Guneisenhower tactics. Get me closer so I can use my torpedoes. No, she's gone and fired. Come on, guns. That was me testing. I was wondering if the 14-inch shells would go through the bow of the Guneisenhower, but it looks like the bow plating on the Guneisenhower is actually thick enough to resist 14-inch AP. It was worth a go, because that's the first time I've had the opportunity. Let's see. Awesome, I am out. Really nice to say hello to the Major and all you nice helpful people. Have a good weekend. Have a good weekend, Morton. I'm sorry I've taken my time to actually get down to that message, but hopefully you have a good weekend, and I'll catch you around, people. Bye, guy. Have a nice one, Morton. Cheers, Morton. Very well. And you? Yeah, doing alright, doing alright. The missus is working, so managed to sneak in a nice little Friday night stream. So, yeah, we're doing alright. Rabbits are alright as well. So what's going on here? They've got an Atlanta which is being a little bit shy. One of their destroyers is capturing the Alpha objective. Their Prince Eitel Friedrich is bloody far away. One over pen on the Atlanta. I think I'm going to use HE. Torpedoes are a good distance away. Don't you know, Prince Eitel Friedrich is not targeting me and is broadside on. Tempting.
Torpedoes to port.
Load AP. Let's see if we can take advantage of this. Ooh, someone just smacked the Prince Eitel Friedrich for one. See what we can do, and we also have the Atlanta coming around. Sorry guys, this is getting... Oh, Prince Eitel Friedrich may have lost the turret. Let's see what we can do with this. Nice.
We sank their battleship.
Oh, good lord, T61, what are you doing?
Fire.
Something else here. Let's pop that off.
Torpedoes to port.
That's why he's focusing on fire.
Torpedoes to port.
Bloody Nora.
We're taking on water.
T61, that was more than just a T61. Sorry, Vass, you're on your own now. Oh well, we'll spotlight Vass while we jump into this. Mr. McJob, stream request, play the York. Go on then, let's do that. Or if you're a glutton for punishment, how about the Nuremberg? Oh, the most poppable cruiser in the game. Probably guy T61 got way too close to the fire. McJob, that's how you block talks for your team. Get a big ship. Put it. Oh yeah, mistakes happen. Oh, right. Well, I think I'm gonna let you finish this one out, Las Vegas. Simply because it's potential that you're gonna be playing this one for a while, unless things go incredibly downhill for you. Wishing you the best. They've only got one radar cruiser left. Just watch out for the T61. And safe sailing. I'm going to let Las Vegas finish that one out. And yeah, let's take the York out. Let's see how that goes. Let's see. York is going to be the last game of the live stream, unfortunately, chaps. So let's just grab that, and then we'll grab the York. Las Vegas, GG Major, tough competition. It doesn't help I ballsed it up, but yeah. Right, let's dismiss the division. There we go. Let's take the York out. Yorkie. Haven't taken her out for a long time. She does have an inherent weakness of having her engines easily knocked out by battleship high explosives that hit between the funnels. Something that I do have to make a video on. Have to thank a name that was for obviously asking for that. Saxman, yeah, good game, guys. Rightio, so the last game of the stream. Let's see if we can finish on a nice high note. Let's see. Only the one destroyer. Tier 5 and 6 game, Icarus, Leander, Pensacola, Shores, Zara, York, New Mexico, Snop and Gneisenhower. They got a DD on the left flank, so I'm going to go for the right flank. Get that aircraft launched. Keep my guns locked off to the left. Now the interesting thing with the York is she has quite a poor fire chance, which then obviously impacts over into the effectiveness of her high explosives. General Rogues, later. Catch you next time. Catch you next time. Good to see you. Nice to have you here. Much appreciated. Las Vegas, I've got the T61 to avenge you, Major. Laugh out loud. Many thanks. I'll see how poorly I did on that game. Didn't seem to go quite well. Let's see what we can do here. Hey, I'm walking here. And looks like they're vacating their flank. However, the destroyer's pushed in regardless. Interesting choice. Yeah, do we have Saxman confessing to stream sniping? Eh? Here's yours. I don't play the Orc too much myself. It's not a bad ship. AP is very damaging. Yeah, she was released as intentionally as... I can't remember whether it was... I think her AP was nerfed. Originally. And then they gave her an AP buff. I think originally she was supposed to be just a HE cruiser, but her fire chance wasn't that good. Mr. McJob, good luck, Major, even though you really don't need it. Sometimes I do. Things do go badly. That's why I do the reviews live, and that way you get a nice, honest cross-section of my gameplay. If I get a good review and balls it up, then you get a good review where I balls up the game. If I do a good review and I have a good game, then you get a good review and good frame. That's the thing. I'm not one of those who does like, oh look, I did 150k damage, etc, etc. I like to do, I try and be as honest as possible with my gameplay. Yeah, like I say, Sax, your best consecutive player. I know, but I know many players laugh out loud. Let's see, let's get some talks in that smoke screen. The chances are it's not actually going to do anything, but it might give the enemy, is it Zara? Yeah, it might see if we can give the enemy Zara some brown trousers, and then maybe we might be able to flush her out. I mean, from this range, I mean, I'd be hopeful, but you never know. Like, ooh, yeah, we can pick her up on sonar. Let's load AP and see if she offers us a lovely broadside. Because I can see her and she can't see me at the moment. Oh, no, now she can see me somehow. I only managed to tickle her a little bit. More than likely, if I was her, I'd be trying to chuck some of my slow-mo torpedoes out. Just quickly duck in here. Enemy Eisenhower's not really paying attention. No, he's AFK. So let's pick up the capture, and then we'll see if we can position ourselves in such a way that we kind of cut off the Zara from pushing back to base, but then at the same time keeping ourselves angled against the Eisenhower just in case he does come back to the game. Dimifinus, for those who haven't reached tier 7, my advice is not to hurry. I have 4 tier 7 ships myself, and I still enjoy tier 5 as much as I do tier 7. Yeah, personally I play mostly tier 6 and tier 5. Tier 7 is just more of a only when I have to, and then sometimes I might do it because I might enjoy the ship, but it's more of a rare occasion. It's a bit like the legendary tier ships. Their main purpose at the moment seems to be to sit in the port and slowly rust. I mean, I did contemplate the idea of being able to sell a legendary ship, but unfortunately, that mechanic is not in the game. I was half thinking the legendary tier ships, they're so pointless to me at the moment that I'd rather sell them and replay the bureau and get the get the rewards back. Unfortunately, you can't do that, which is a shame. Oh, are we gonna get a sneaky kill still on the Pensacola? Go on then. Let's see what we can get. Oh no, someone else got it. Very nice, very nice. Oh, Gneisenhower's secondaries have woken up. Well, it's good to see that he might get a little bit of damage for his AFK game. So, let's see. We'll do 1 launcher, 2 launcher, and then we'll flip it round, and we'll get the other side out too. Oh, Jesus Christ, you've actually turned up to the game just so I find my bloody torpedoes. Fuck's sake. You bastard. Come on, torpedoes, don't let me down. My aim's passed so close that his torpedoes won't activate. Right, I think I bought me some time. The little bugger. Proof that not everything goes to plan. What's the saying? That no plan survives first contact with the enemy. I think the saying is. Timotheus, for those, wait, there we go, okay, read that one. Hugh Shields, we all need some luck. Yes, we all need some luck. I'm surprised we haven't got lucky charms as patch symbols, like a horseshoe and a black cat, things like that. Nice kill on Zara, yeah, got nice for that. Then it was good day. Just woke up. Well, you've just joined us for the end of the stream, unfortunately. But it's good to see you. I hope you're well. Hope you're doing all right. Hell yeah, good job. Oh, rightio. Well, that's gonna be the end of the stream, chaps. I don't think I'm gonna be able to squeeze another game in before the missus finishes her shift. Came second on the team, which I'm quite happy. Yeah, happy with that. 62,000 damage. We can strip off the York. We can then strip off the KG5. We'll have a quick look at how the KG5 game went. And if there's anything I've forgotten, just give me a quick shout before I put the music on. Let's see, how badly did that one go? Las Vegas, you did very well. And I did very badly. Can't win them all, but thankfully still made a profit out of it with the credit booster. But yeah, no, that's the thing. It's good to show a mixed bag of games because at least it kind of shows that not every dog doesn't have its day sometimes. Well, now we have the KG5 available. We can start the music. Well, I'd like to thank everyone for turning up. The saying is correct, yeah. That's the way. Yeah, good. Gotta go. Have a good weekend, everyone. Have a good weekend, Pilot Guy. Have a good weekend, everyone. I hope you all have a lovely weekend wherever you are. I hope you have a good morning, evening, afternoon, or night, depending where you are in the world. Hopefully everyone's going to have a good one. Hello, Mixer Gamer. You've joined us just at the end of the stream, unfortunately. However, if I've done it right, this live stream should go back up pretty much straight away. So, going through, I'd like to say thank you Saxman, thank you Hugh Shields, thank you Mixer Gamer, thank you Name It Was, thank you Pilot Guy, thank you Mr. McJob, thank you Timothinus, thank you Las Vegas, thank you Gemini Rogues, thank you Joued, I think I've said it, but thank you Pilot Guy, thank you Morton, just seeing if there's a thank you Simpus. I think it says thank you to Venus. Just seeing if there's anyone else. Thank you Denon as well. Thank you for turning up first time. Nice to see you. Let's see any more. Just scrolling through the chat. If you haven't commented in the chat, then again, I'd like to say thank you for watching as well. It's always much appreciated. But it's good to see some new names in the chat this week as well. I can't see any more new names. I'm nearly at the start. Oh, thank you, Andrew. Good to see you as well. Was that someone else at the start? Oh, thank you, James. Thank you, James. Howdy. I think that's everyone. I think I've gone through. Have I missed anyone? At the end... great stream, thank you. Unfortunately, time went out. Sorry, chaps. No problem. Well, I'd like to say thank you to everyone. Always give it a thumbs up if you are already subscribed. Again, thank you very much, guys. Thank you for your support, your contribution, your comments, even your submissions for Sea Trials Amateur Reports. As always, email address is in the About tab, I guess I'll say. Probably be down in the description. Also like to say thank you to the Patrons. If you want to check out Patreon, the link should also be down in the description, always on the About tab. So you can always go check that out. If you want to support the channel financially in any kind of way, then that's always much appreciated as well. You do get early access and stuff like that. And if you're not a subscriber and you kind of like the stream, we always do a stream on Fridays, so I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you like this kind of stuff, go check out some of the other content on the channel and feel free to subscribe. Until next time, I'm the Gallop Major, and back to the port. Cheerio, chaps. Cheerio.